Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. Union Bank, you belong here. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.
Welcome back to Snyder Arena. Nebraska Wesleyan trails the Warriors of Midland by a score of 34-24. Working on getting a new net put up down here as the first half or halftime comes to a close. Look at the score there. Both teams shot pretty well from the field, over 40%, but not a lot of opportunities for each, 24 and 21.
And the turnovers are the big thing that stick out. Double-digit turnovers for the Prairie Wolves in 10, 6 for Nebraska Wesleyan. Anytime you get 16 turnovers in one half combined, you're going to have a sluggish kind of feel to the first half.
And the defensive-wise, like I say, neither team with a whole lot of shot opportunities, just 24 shot attempts from Midland, 21 for Nebraska Wesleyan. So they're using a lot of that shot clock we saw in the first half. The Warriors able to hit 3 times from downtown, and they lead it by 10 as just about have that net fixed down there. New net, you see them working hard. There's a piece coming out of it. They're able to get that replaced, tracked it down. They thought they had temporarily repaired it during the break. And
hope that wasn't a piece of the rim that just fell.
Ira Zeff, athletic director out there, helping supervise the situation. See Coach Gilbert and the Warriors getting a few last-minute tips and preparation over there before they start the second half.
Taking the lid off that hoop.
That's hopefully what 81st time these teams have met, and Midland has dominated. 70 wins, 10 losses, 48 times. The first 48 times Midland picked up the victory in this series. Midland been through a few name changes over the last 5 to 6 years. They were formerly Midland Lutheran College. They were still the Warriors. Then when Dana over in Blair kind of closed its doors, they adopted a lot of those Dana students as their own. So they kind of updated their color scheme from black and orange to blue and orange.
Brought their logo with them.
And brought the logo with them. The Midland University now Warriors. Alex Linden ready to go down there as sports information director, helping us out as always with our pregame prep.
Boy, how often do you see the guy that's working the official book also have to go change the net out?
In the GPEC, you got to be multi-talented.
Gotta love small college sports.
Nebraska Wesleyan with the basketball to start. Courtney Cook, the only player in double digits for Nebraska Wesleyan. Jamelia Johnson for the Warriors had 12 to lead all scorers in that first frame. Cole stay off the screen from Cook. His baseline spins in towards the double. 10 on the shot clock. Sanchez, a little head fake, all the way to the rack, kicks it out to Colstate. Open look for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to Shepard.
Just took a long time getting into that offense that time. I mean,
good look for Tecole, but with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Nebraska Wesleyan shows a little zone, it looked like. Go back to that soft man-to-man. Lakari, step on the drive, got it blocked by Cook and Diaz. You dang near give them both a block on that one.
That's a double whammy there. Not just getting the first person got it, the second person then finished her off.
And Courtney Cook, we talked about her free throw shooting, her scoring as of late, 17 points a game almost. A deep 3 off back iron, rebound to Tecole. Her father played basketball here from 82 to 86, part of those Final Four teams, and her mother was a volleyball player here as well. So the Prairie Wolf roots run deep, or as her parents remember it, the Plainsmen. The Wolves with the basketball here inside to Bucher. Pass was low, scooted through the hands of the Warriors as well. Cook to the basket. And she'll go to the free throw line. Last year she made 30 straight free throws to set a school record.
Kind of a disconjointed offensive possession, had the loose ball scramble there. Good job just collecting yourself and taking it to the rim.
Played almost a minute and a half. Neither team has scored here in the second frame, and it stays that way. In and out for Cook.
I'm blaming the new net.
Second one's good for Cook.
There, now it's broken.
Sounded perfectly functional. The Prairie Wolves can fill up that hoop with all kinds of buckets. Johnson on the drive. What body control there, just to hang in the air and adjust the shot.
And that's tough when Wesleyan's made the adjustment to, okay, if you're gonna beat us, you're gonna beat us with a 3. So we're gonna sag in. And she drives up and makes a unrealistic shot.
Nicole State took it to the rack that time. She drew the foul, saw an opening, went right to it. A little too much by Lakari across the face of Nicole State. It was up and in.
One.
Second one no good. Still a 10-point lead. In transition, Shepard maybe pushing the back. Coach Gilbert was arguing for it with the trail official. Not going to get it from that official necessarily. Other way come Nebraska Wesleyan, trying to cut into this lead. Comes a double team. Bucher has it, top of the key, lob inside for Cook. Muscles it up, didn't find any rim.
She almost started her post move too far underneath the basket and then didn't have an angle to be able to attack the rim on that one.
Deep pull for Anderson, no good. Rebound, Shepard, off glass, no. Cook again with the rebound. So Nebraska Wesleyan's been getting some stops on these possessions, but unable to convert on the offensive end. Just the free throws to show. Colstay gets a two-pointer on the left side.
And I like the attitude in the second half here of take it to the rim, take it to the rim. That's what we've seen so far, and I like that. That's going to be the way to claw back into this.
That's what Colstay did against Doane when she had 30 points, and that was really her best night in the last 6 games in single digits otherwise. Now Nebraska Wesleyan doing a little defensive work. Under 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. 6 to work with. Another deep pull. Off iron, no good. Battle for it. Second chance by Anderson. Rattles around to Colstay with the board. Have a good one coming up here. Following this, 2 of the hotter teams in the GPAC, the Prairie Wolf men and the Midland Warriors. Travel by Sanchez.
This game's just really struggled to get a flow going with it. I mean, just
drugged that pivot foot just ever so slightly. Timeout on the floor. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Back with more after this.
You should pick Wesleyan because
it's a school that whatever you want to be in life, you can certainly do it.
I wanted a small school, small campus where I could be one-on-one with my professors.
It's just like one big family. Not to mention the kind of education she gets is wonderful.
I didn't apply to any of the schools. I know Wesleyan was the one that I wanted to come to.
We want you to come join us and be part of the Prairie Wolf family and be a part of the tradition of success.
Warrior basketball out of the timeout with an 8-point cushion. And you said it right before Blake, there's just not really any flow to this game on either side of the basketball. I mean, Midland's been able to put the ball in the hoop, but there's just not been a smooth flow to this game.
It looks like Midland's, when they don't have Johnson going to the hoop, outside of her, I'm not sure quite who their scorer is.
A deep one there by Anderson.
Outside of Johnson's 14, everybody else has 1 bucket or 2. Spencer does have 9, but she's on the bench right now. And for Nebraska Wesleyan, it's just been disconjointed offense, getting lost on defense. Hasn't really been able to mount a run or, telegraphing passes right into double teams. And so just got to get a flow to this game going.
And once they take away Colstay, that second option, Cook's been there, but that's been about it. 6 to shoot. Poked away by Lakari. To Shepard, nice lead pass. Shepard left hand up and in.
Midland's just been able to figure out where the next pass is supposed to go and just put somebody in the passing lane. And Wesleyan hasn't made the adjustment yet to either ball fake with it or go in a different direction.
Wesleyan needs a bucket here, trailing now by 13. Goal State kick out for Sanchez. Dribbles baseline, reverses her field. Other way, 1 to shoot, shot clock violation. Goal State got it to go, but it was about a half a second after the shot clock. Sitting down for Nebraska Wesleyan, Diaz. Back into the game comes Kaylaw. Kaylaw has the 1-3 in the first half. She's a freshman from Papillion La Vista, but she's their best bet from downtown. See if they can't work her into the offense a little bit. Warriors looking to add to the lead. Lakari inside. Spencer comes in there and hit the nail on the head. Just more aggressive inside.
Yep. And her positioning is what sets her up. She knows where she's at underneath the basket, and she's able to get in good position. That time positioning was what got her that basket there.
Stutter post move just in the right spot rather than getting under the hoop to Cole State. Cut off there by a double team. Good help. Sanchez had an open look, passed it up. Cook, 7 to shoot, down the lane, switch to the right hand, no good. And Warriors come the other way. Jamelia Johnson, 2-on-2. Crosses over to the hoop, draws the foul. That's 3 on Felicia to Cole State.
And Johnson that time just I think she decided from about three-quarter court, I'm taking this one all the way, and wasn't much to Cole State could do.
A little hesitation and crossover. Coach Gilbert's got to like what he sees. Former assistant with the Huskers before coming over to Midland. He took over for Matt Fritchie, who spent a year at the helm before jumping to a Division I program. He's now an assistant at Creighton. Poked away by Lakari. Lakari all alone in the open court, off the glass on the right side.
And now this is what Wesleyan needs to do here. Quickly get it into the front court. Now get into your office with 26 to go. Make Midland play defense for a little bit longer than 18 seconds.
Kayla looking for a screen out there to try and get open. 8 to shoot. Kayla from deep knocks it down. So Allie Kayla knocks it down after a little bit of ball reversal and the timeout on the floor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, couldn't see you at first. I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and it's first Filter Friday, so I'm just checking my furnace filter here. Looks like it's about time for a clean one, which I just happen to have right here. You know, a small investment today can really reduce your heating costs and improve your efficiency. You can really see the savings. Yeah? For more tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We will see you next time.
46-31 Warriors on top here from Snyder Arena. The pep band in the house tonight. Lucas Mormon alongside Wade Tracy and our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew. Fans enjoying the soulful sounds of the Prairie Wolf pep band.
You hope Wesleyan didn't miss their chance to kind of jump back into this game. Midland didn't start off real hot to start the second half, but Wesleyan didn't either. And so you just hope they didn't miss that opportunity to kind of jump back into this game.
Kaylaw's got 6, a triple in each half. See if they can't keep her rolling. To Colstay with 8 points, so she's nearly reached double digits. There's Lakari. She had the steal last possession. 15-point lead, 13 minutes to go in this one. Still man-to-man defense from Nebraska Wesleyan. Lakari goes inside. Overcamp gets it to go.
And there's not much better defense you can play against that.
Overcamp, a freshman, 5'10" from Papillion. To Golstay. Trying to find Bucher down there, but Spencer is just all over her in the post. Cook up top. Sanchez. Kayla, another three. That one's short. Spencer with the rebound.
I don't know if it's something they saw on film, but Spencer's not allowing Bucher to get in the lane. She's fronting her every time.
Bucher with just 2 points tonight. Kari thought about a three, rifles it inside. Spencer gets it to Johnson, mishandles. Nebraska Wesleyan the other way. Bucher averages 11.7 points a game. She's been held to just a bucket tonight. To Kolstay on the dribble. Tries to step through the double, gets it to Cook. Cook hooks her way in and through, lays it up. Cook, the lone bright spot tonight so far for the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, Bucher's only got three field goal attempts, so they've completely taken her out of the offensive game plan.
Back to within 15 here. That 17-point lead was as large as it's been for the Warriors. Spencer not a threat up top. Tip on the pass out. They'll jack up the three and drain it anyway. From downtown was Megan Cucks. And the freshmen doing their part to help out tonight for the Warriors. Cucks with a triple. Overcamp with a bucket. Solid minutes off the benches. Cook kicks it out for Sanchez. She'll fire up a three. Whistle on the rebound, and it'll go against Nebraska Wesleyan. It's going to be on, let's see who it goes against here. Take a look, the shot from Sanchez goes up, and then right there you saw the little push on Courtney Cook, her third.
You know, and even though that one didn't fall, she at least took the shot. And you would have liked to have seen that earlier in the game, because you get the same outcome almost.
Yep.
I mean, and you just never know once the shot goes up what's going to happen. So
Lakari diving on the floor, keeping that one alive. When it looked like the turnover was coming as Cucks dribbled it off her foot. Right there off the knee. Lakari not ready to give up on the play just yet.
Cook took it looked like a knee to the back there. That didn't look like that was a whole lot of fun.
Inside, off glass and in, Lakari.
Some of those body shots that Midland was landing in the first half are starting to kind of show their wear here on the Prairie Wolves here in the second half.
Last touch by the Prairie Wolves. 20-point cushion now for the Warriors. The Warriors have almost picked up the tempo a little bit here. Coach Fett trying to find the answers. Brainstorm with her assistants down there. Inside Spencer. It was last touched by Sanchez, though, who was out of bounds on the far end line.
Now the thing you got to see if you're Nebraska Wesleyan is, can we start clawing back in? Let's make the hustle plays. Let's do everything we need to do our own stuff right, and let the final score be what the final score is. But let's do our own stuff right.
Diaz with the hand on the defense there, able to poke it free. Chance here to cut into that lead. Lob it over the top for Bucher, but too far.
Now you get 10 minutes worth of full court pressure.
Kayla, Diaz, Sanchez, Ashley, and Bucher out there right now. Bucher a step slow on the help. Got burned. Bucket and the harm. Bucher gonna pick up her third. Good no-look pass.
Again, Spencer's just positioning underneath the basket. She never finds herself completely underneath the hoop.
Very good free throw shooter. 6 of 7 tonight.
And Spencer very much looks like one of those types of players that you'd see as a post player at a Midland, or not at a Midland, at a Morningside or a Concordia. Some of those upper echelon GPAC teams that have 4 or 5 of them. So she's kind of showing that tonight that she can, dominate a little bit and has so far.
"13 points on the night." There's another deep three. We get 14, no good. Put back up and in for Cook. And Coach Fett wants to talk things over, see if she can't muster up a little comeback here. 56-35, Nebraska Wesleyan trails after that bucket from Courtney Cook.
What excites me is being able to build something that isn't there. We're not about following the norm, we're about creating.
New concepts, they're always in the back of my head. The burger place that everybody wants it to be.
It just went crazy, but it wasn't at a point that we knew it could fully support a new adventure.
Sebastian's Table is everything I love about food. So Union Bank willing to take on a restaurant and give us a chance. We know there's always somebody there who will back us if we want to do something new.
We don't want to slow down. We're ready to keep rolling.
9:39, second half. Nebraska Wesleyan trying to claw their way back into this one. They trail it by 21 to the Warriors. And the Warriors have had some close games with some of the top teams in the GPAC this year, and at one point started the season even receiving some votes in the NAI poll. But as it is, they come in with just 3 conference wins.
And they're rotating 7-8 players a week. They come with some of that momentum going. That's what you need to kind of claw back into the league. But you have to have 9 or 10 players strong in the GPAC every night. It's that kind of league. You can't try to compete with the Morningsides, the Concordias,
the Northwesterns
with 6 or 7.
They got to be a salty 6 or 7 if so. Now full court trapping pressure from Nebraska Wesleyan. As they break that pressure easily. Miranda Paul, the sophomore, back in there. A few new faces for Coach Gilbert with the comfortable 21-point advantage. Shepard back in, working the inside. 6 on the shot clock. On the drive, Paul kicks it out. 2 to shoot. Got to put a shot up, and that's a shot clock violation.
Good defense that time. Good switching defense. Denied the post entry and get the shot clock violation.
You see more of those tonight than I have in the last 3 weeks of basketball I've seen at the college level. There's a good hand on defense. In there. All the way to the hoop. Jacolste hits double digits with 10.
And that's really her first move back to the basket since about the 13-minute mark. They really kept the ball out of her hands.
Shepard inside. Good position. It's a little bit late there for Ashley. It was really not in a terrible spot, but kind of threw her arms at it here at the last minute. Shepard has it. She needs to keep her feet there. Just a little swung, got a piece of the head.
Yeah, and she had denied last time down, and then this time she let her post up on her. Found herself kind of in no man's land there with that.
Shepard. Emma Neal in for Nebraska Wesleyan. Ashley sits down. Diaz back. Now Midland just needs to maintain this lead the rest of the way, and Coach Gilbert a chance to see how some of his younger players do. Diaz dribbled it off her foot. Warriors the other way. And let's see what's going on here. We got some clock/shot clock issues again. So they take care of that. Warriors dribble out of some pressure. Airmailed that one too deep on the baseline, other way for the Prairie Wolves. They went to a little zone that time.
Well, and with some different subs in, you can just see they're lacking a little bit of continuity with each other on the Midland offensive side.
Now Midland shows that three-quarter court pressure again. Cook nearly traveled with it. Diaz with the basketball. Booker got some position this time. Double team came, dribbled through it, off glass and in for Bridget Booker. Her first bucket since the first half. Good job facing up, going right around the double team. Good ball control.
And that's been a positive tonight offensively for Nebraska Wesleyan. When they've gone to the hoop, they've been rewarded with either buckets or they've been fouled.
Makes good on the free spot. She has 5. Within 18. Tried to go inside, kept it alive, but poked it out of bounds. So now is a chance to make a little bit of a run, put a dent in this lead. Take advantage of while Midland's got some of their younger players out there. Diaz breaks the press, and then they'll reset the offense with 20 on the shot clock. To Golstay against Megan Cooks, the freshman. Double comes, kick it out. Sanchez mishandles it, has to regroup, under 10 to shoot. To Golstay, 3 left side, yes.
You're gonna go on the run, now's the time to do it.
Within 15, it's a 5-0 run for the Prairie Wolves. And a foul, too much on the pressure there by Cook, and that'll be 4 on Courtney Cook.
You'd like to have seen someone in the way of that pass. Whenever you're pressing, if you get that long pass in there.
Lakari checks back in, as does Jamelia Johnson. So Coach Gilbert saw that 5-0 run, gets a few of his starters back in the game. A travel called on Joelle Anderson. Well, 1 possession at a time. The Prairie Wolves trying to get back in this thing. 7 minutes left in the game. Got to make the most of your possessions. Just across the timeline, in front of the 10-second call. 3 for Tukolste, no good. Would have been back-to-back triples, and it's off Midland, stays with Nebraska Wesleyan. Cook might have got away with a little reach in there. Take a look on the replay right now.
No, I think that's clean.
And that's what Nebraska Wesleyan needs, is force some turnovers. And Booker was trying to find a way to get that one in. Everyone was all covered up, and it was a little too much on it. Tried to get sneaky here. Take a look.
It's a heads-up play if you're not standing out of bounds.
Warriors break the press. To Johnson, back to Lakari. 3 from the left side's up and in for Danny Anderson. So that ends the drought for the Warriors. Back up to an 18-point lead. Colstay tries to go to the rack, spin through the lane, left it short, rebound, controlled, and out to Johnson. Now a little 2-3 look, it seems, from Nebraska Wesleyan. Skip it over the top, another 3, and another dagger into the Wesleyan side.
Good ball movement that time by Midland. Not much you can do when the skip passes are falling and you're kind of playing that little sagging zone. You're hoping they don't shoot you out of it, but that's what Midland's doing.
Kaylaw with a chance of her own. To Colsay with the rebound. Dishes it to Booker. Sanchez on the drive. Had it blocked. It'll stay with Nebraska Wesleyan. Sanchez, or check that. Spencer back in. She's been the spark plug off the bench for this Warrior attack. Very well drawn up defense there. Nucha Colsay likes the spin move. Spencer showed just a little bit on the defense and forced her back inside.
It looks like Spencer's much more comfortable, instead of posting up, just always fronting down on the block, and she's athletic enough to be able to keep the ball from getting inside.
We're Looking for a double for Tecole here off the out of bounds. A reach in is going to be called on Lakari.
That's the third personal foul on number 21, Sammy Lakari. It's the fourth team.
3 on Sammy Lakari. Just the 4th team foul of the house. So no free throws here yet. Ranked opponent coming up for the men in the following contest is number 8. Midland just knocked off number 3, Dakota Wesleyan, last week. They're tied for first atop the league. We'll have that one, Nebraska Wesleyan, Midland men after this. Tecole on the drive. Rattles one home. So Tecole has found her offensive groove a little bit here in this second half. She got 8 points in the half, 13 in the game.
She's looked a lot more comfortable with the ball in her hands this half, but just might be a little bit too little too late.
And that one's going to go against Bridget Bucher, her 4th.
Fourth personal foul on Bridget Bucher. 16 foul.
Bucher thought she went straight up, but just a little bit of the
forearm
in the back.
Lower back's going to get the call.
Jumper's no good. Second chance points, our opportunity here in the lane. Looked like she was lost, but able to knock it down from downtown.
Boy, and the 3-ball has just killed the Prairie Wolves here in the second half.
4 3-pointers make it 5. There's one from Cook, up and in for Courtney Cook.
Cook's had a good game. 7 of 13 from the field, 18 points. Gotta like what she's giving you offensively.
Well, she's averaging about 17 a game over the last 5, so sticking with that trend. But you got to get points from somewhere else when they take away Tecole, although she's reached double digits here in the lane. Warriors on the attack, rebound to Bucher.
And you know, and Tecole has gotten to double digits, but
quietly.
Yeah, quietly, and most in the second half here when the game's been a 15-point or 20-point lead for Midland. So
they really took her away in the first half. She had just 5 points.
And she
Bucher
barely touched
still
the
only
ball.
has 5. 3.5 minutes left in this one. 19-point lead for the Warriors. 3 to shoot. Bucher spins up and under, left it short.
Just a lot of late shots into the offense.
That just puts a little bit more pressure when you're that deep in the shot clock. You know you're trying to beat the shot clock. Maybe you take some shots you don't normally take. Great find backdoor assist Lakari, finding Anderson there.
And that was a pass that created the open shot. I don't think she was thinking about cutting that way. Once the ball led her right in there, not much you can do but lay it in.
New 4 players set to check in for the Warriors at the next dead ball. Coach Gilbert will empty his bench with the 21-point lead. Inside, Bucher puts it up, no good, but Spencer fouled her, so 2 coming for Bucher. Just the first foul on Spencer, and we talked about how aggressive she plays, but yet under control, only 1 foul in all of her minutes.
Just watching going up and down the court, difference between the Prairie Wolf post players and Midland's post players has been a little bit of a mindset of just, this is where I'm going, I'm not going to keep, you're not going to keep me from getting there. And that seems to have been the struggle of the Prairie Wolf post players tonight.
Bucher now has 6 points on the night, averages right at 12, make it 7. As you said, Wade, though, look at the second half points for Tecole and Bucher. They had 7 combined in the first half, and now they have 22 combined. So they're doing most of their damage here late in the game. Full court pressure now. Now Midland will run a little clock, you would think. Settle into their offense. Spencer working hard inside again. Puts it up left side. Great job inside by Spencer.
Just has a multitude of post moves that she goes to. The experience is just kind of killing the Prairie Wolves in that down there on the block.
Left-handed that time. Hesitation, Diaz kicks it out. Little jumper from Beller's up and in. Stacy Beller with her first bucket of the night. Need to get it across here. Just beat the 10-second count, and then a reach-in foul. And that'll be the 7th on the Prairie Wolves. So free throws coming up here. Cox knew she needed a hustle to get across the timeline. Back in Joelle Overcamp for the Warriors, and 4 more fresh bodies for the Prairie Wolves coming in. Free throws up and in for Cox. That one's good as well for Megan Cuck. She has 5 on the night. 21-point cushion. Deep 3 for Tecole off back iron. No, battle for it. Bodies collide. Sanchez emerges. 90 seconds left in this one. Nebraska Wesleyan will continue searching for that elusive first conference win, and that's kind of the night it's been for Nebraska Wesleyan. Tecole State got to the rim, and that's how it ended.
That's been the night offensively.
They've just kind of been stuck. Stays with the Prairie Wolves on the alternating possession. Booker spin up and under, a little hesitation, battle for it. Paul tracks it down. First action for Chelsea Nelson. Back to a little man-to-man. Tecole State got a hand on that one. Six to shoot here. Got to be aware of the shot clock. Inside they go. Overcamp puts up a little fader, no good. A rebound to Cook. See if get this under 20 here in the final 30 seconds. Kick it across the lane. Cook from 17 feet, left it short. Shot clock is off. Warriors able to dribble it out here. If the Prairie Wolves opt not to foul, and it looks like they will, let the Warriors just run this one out. But not before a bucket by Miranda Paul. First bucket of the night for her. Cook with one more bucket there, and she'll finish with 20 on the night. Another solid performance from Courtney Cook, but too much from Midland from long range and inside. They did it all. Top to bottom, Midland with the 75-54 victory. There's Courtney Cook getting in the action with some of her game-high 20 points. The Warriors, though, just hit from all over. Booker off the glass. Jamelia Johnson was tough to handle, especially in that first half. Got a great look there from Lakari. Down the lane, Cook and Diaz teamed up on the block there, but some triples down the stretch from Midland in the second half was too much to handle as they take the victory, 75-54. For our entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew, Wade Tracy, I'm Lucas Mormon saying have a good night.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast game was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity. Own it. Union Bank. You belong here. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.